Dragon Age Veilguard. The disaster is strong with this one.
Okay, so there's a lot to talk about when it comes to summer game events, games that I got to see and play at Summer Game Fest play days, and just tons of new titles.
When he says the games I got to see and play, he means Xbox lathered me up like a piglet and got me first class to go there, lathered me up even more by giving me some exclusive stuff, and told me I'm a great guy and I should keep on trucking and whatnot. And if I want that to happen the next year, well, I probably better not say certain things. That's what he means.
As well as titles that have been announced already that were showcased throughout the past week. And yeah, it's a bit overwhelming, but Dragon Age, the Veilguard is one that I've been anticipating to see more of. You know, BioWare, they made a lot of games that I grew up with, and
BioWare is amazing. Did you hear?
this is a company that really, really needs a win, and I'm hoping that this new Dragon Age game will make us go, okay, maybe BioWare.
After seeing the trailer for Dragon Age Veilguard, yeah, I don't know what really to say except it doesn't even look like Dragon Age, honestly, so good luck with that.
Is back, and we can look forward to great things in the future. But when it comes to the marketing of Dragon Age, the Veilguard, I think they've already stumbled. In terms of the quality of the final game, that remains to be seen. I did see sort of a 1 hour behind the scenes, behind closed doors presentation of it that is basically what they showcased in the 20-minute gameplay presentation that they released recently. Just a longer version of it. They showed a bit of the character creator, which actually looks really robust. And they showed more moments in between than the gameplay trailer or the gameplay presentation that they uploaded publicly. And there was also developer commentary that explained some of their goals with
some of their goals include DUI, Vogue stuff, and whatnot, aka readjusting Dragon Age to not be Dragon Age anymore, and, you know, upgrading it for modern audiences. I'm sure that's going to be great. I'm sure that's going to be great. And by the way, when we're talking about gameplay, there's a lot of games where gameplay is really important. For example, Doom. Obviously, the gameplay part there is important. Gameplay is important for everything, let's be completely real. But when it comes to these games that have a huge story element to them, like Dragon Age, you kind of want to hear the story. You kind of want to hear a little bit of that dialogue. And this is where the big problems are going to occur. Again, the problem with DUI is not the fact that they just uglify characters, which is already a huge issue, honestly, in gaming by itself. It's the fact that they require you to put certain elements in the game, in the story, and mention them. So good luck with that.
Game and everything. And so in terms of what the final game will be like, that remains to be seen. Keeping my fingers crossed. But marketing, let's talk about the official reveal trailer that has garnered, I mean, overwhelmingly negative reception. I think the concept of this trailer was just ill-conceived and not in line with the tone that a lot of fans would expect from Dragon Age. So the first thing I'd actually like to do is to check out the trailer itself and show you what I mean. Here we go.
Classic.
I will say, graphically and aesthetically, like, the game does look beautiful.
Now, aesthetically, the game looks like trash. Graphically, who honestly cares at this point?
And this is the trailer, but when you look at gameplay footage, like, yeah, the engine is doing work. The Frostbite engine.
I like how he's just looking and he's like, okay, gotta say something. Frostbite engine, real cool, real cool. Yeah.
But yeah, they're introducing the characters and giving them their role titles and everything with little quips and whatnot, interjecting throughout.
Nice. If I had to judge this game only on what Yong says after watching the trailer, I would be like, is this game supposed to kill people because it inspires so much depression? Because it's like, it is blatantly obvious that he doesn't have anything good to say about this. But he's trying. Oh god, oh lord, he's trying.
But it's just like tonally.
Also, what do you mean tonally? Finish the sentence. He was gonna say tonally it's not that great or something like that, right? But tone is aesthetics, and you said the aesthetics are amazing. Nice.
It's like very upbeat.
Very upbeat. That's very cool.
It almost feels like an MCU trailer.
Yeah, MCU trailer.
Like a Marvel.
That's good. Everyone loves Marvel.
Movie trailer.
Yeah. It's as good as The Acolyte.
And like, of course, a big part of Dragon Age is putting a crew together and everything, but
Yeah. Look at him. You're like, But when you do this, that's not good. That's not good. He's struggling. When someone does this, that means they are. What's the word called for it? Well, I forgot the word for it. They're not afraid, but the other one. You know, close to afraid. That one. They're nervous. There we go. They're nervous because something's not right here. Oh, this is good. This is good. Showing if someone shows their tongue like this, they're getting away with something that they shouldn't. Typically, that's a very telling sign.
But this feels like a trailer for. It feels like a James Gunn trailer. Is the
What does that even mean?
best way I can put it. It feels like a trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy or Suicide Squad or something like that. And that's kind of the general sentiments that's being expressed if you say, look at the comments.
Actually, yeah, I kind of would believe that, but still, come on, Yang, say something. Say something of substance, not like, Xbox, please. I need to make this video because it's going to make me a lot of money. But, Xbox, please. Please, I didn't say anything bad, Xbox, please.
Section where people are like, what are we, some kind of Dragon Suicide Squad? Are you sure this is dark fantasy? I mean, I remember playing Dragon Age Origin, which is still my favorite Dragon Age game. And tonally, it feels so misaligned compared to what I think a lot of fans would like Dragon Age to be. So many people.
Yeah, and that's a big problem. You can't tell a dark, gritty story in a game that's literally designed to inspire 10-year-olds to play Fortnite.
People miss sort of what Origin established and wish they'd harken back to that a lot more. And then beyond that, people are saying things like, for a Dragon Age game where the entire world is on the brink of destruction and the stakes have never been higher, it certainly looks like everyone is having fun.
Again, yeah, the aesthetic matters a lot. Everyone knows it.
Trailer for a game that lacks everything we loved about Dragon Age, so the feedback has.
And again, this game cannot succeed to the heights it potentially could if, it didn't have all of this crap. Making your world look like this when you have a dark, gritty story cannot work. It just never works.
It's been pretty harsh on this trailer. Now, they did show gameplay, and the reception of that is a little better. It is definitely much less overwhelmingly negative, but there's still quite a bit of dislikes on this.
I haven't played Dragon Age, so I can't really comment on the gameplay. I have seen some, and, well, it doesn't look that bad. It looks kind of okay. I would say it doesn't look super awesome, but it doesn't look bad. So, I mean, a 50% dislike to like ratio seems maybe apt, but then again, people who are disliking and voting this are actual Dragon Age players now, okay? It's not just people who want to laugh about DUI being trash yet again, or things like that, like me. So, this is kind of hard to tell. As someone who has not played these games, I have to say the combat looks okay. I can't say that it looks the most amazing thing ever, but it doesn't look that bad. And I think that's completely enough if the story holds up. But the problem, well, the big problem is I don't think the story's holding up.
Still, the feedback is still ultimately pretty mixed.
Again, the very clear DUI stuff that they have put into this, the very, oh my god, this is a dark fantasy, but with Fortnite also. It's not gonna work. This is gonna be the lowest received Dragon Age probably ever, I guess.
And I think in large part it has to do with the first impression that the trailer made. Now, look, again, the game does look beautiful. And obviously, given BioWare's past history with showing, gameplay footage or trailers that are not representative of the final product, some might doubt whether this is gameplay. And I think that's totally fair to be cautious about.
A lot of you are probably looking at this and saying, well, it doesn't look bad, but it feels off. Yes, I can tell you actually why this image feels off. It's because you see something dark here. It kind of looks, it's supposed to look gritty, right? And it's raining, and then you can see broken pavement and all of that stuff. And you know what's exactly in the middle? This railing right here, which is completely out of place. It just looks completely out of place. It's just a botched asset, effectively, what it looks like. It doesn't represent all the aesthetic that everything else is trying to represent. You look at the railing and you're like, this is a place where, I would take a woman to try and seduce her, pretty much, typically, out in the wilderness, And, well, that's very cute and whatnot, but this is a Dragon Age game. So this does not fit in for a campsite place where you walk around.
Out what they show until we see the final game. Now, seeing the behind closed doors presentation, it did feel like an actual game. And the developer actually made
He said it felt like a game, but not a Dragon Age game. Cool.
a point to emphasize that the
YongYea, I can literally see two blemishes on your t-shirt. Here and here. What the hell? I understand I could have them because I don't give a shit. And I have been wearing this for like days now. Well, technically I don't wear a shirt around home because it's summer. So the moment I quit recording, this is right off.
the game is pretty much finished and that they're just essentially working on bugs and whatnot. So it's not like this game is still deep in development. It's like it's pretty much almost done. So hopefully that does mean that the marketing here represents the final product. But yeah, I mean, I think visually it looks striking. I think the engine here is doing a lot of great work. But one area where I think this game might not resonate with fans is the combat.
What is this supposed to be, by the way? Is this like a desert where it's raining? Because that's what I get from the architecture. Middle Eastern fantasy.
It looks very third-person action, which, might be more in line with, if you're a fan of Dragon Age 2, maybe you'll enjoy it. But I feel like they do have the pause aspect of, being able to tactically engage with combat. But it doesn't have that bird's eye view, not that I can see here. It feels more like, I don't know, like Final Fantasy where you pause, maybe Final Fantasy 15 where you don't even directly control your crew members. It's more, you get to like slow down time or pause time and then choose your companion abilities that you want to deploy. Or you could say it's a lot like Mass Effect even, where you're not directly controlling your crewmates. You are picking their abilities for them to deploy on certain targets.
He is struggling to say that this is not Dragon Age effectively. And, well, now that I know about this, yeah, I understand why some people are upset with the combat, because well, if this is not the combat that you have been used to in like the past how many installations of the game, yeah, I kind of get it. The art is off. It's probably woke. Everything seems kind of a little bit off, right? And no combat. Yeah, if this is not Dragon Age. That's what a lot of people are probably gauging from this.
And stuff like that. But that's, Mass Effect, that's that play style. Dragon Age, I think people will associate with the tactical nature of being able to control every aspect of what your characters are doing and really feel that sense of you being like a master tactician. And let's see that in action right here. Let's see if they actually show the pause menu. But you can see just how third-person action it is. It's got that, like, hack and slash.
Yeah, you see, this is what I saw. It doesn't seem bad. But again, I'm not a Dragon Age player, so, it doesn't seem bad to me.
Kind of vibe to it. It's almost like Final Fantasy 16-esque. Now, the devs at the Behind Closed Doors presentation made it a point to emphasize that this is like an RPG, and there's going to be a lot of complexity when it comes to like progression and classes and subclasses.
I think that's the last of them.
Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find
But I want to show you, there it is. Okay, so this is more combat. Again, more hack and slash kind of gameplay for the rogue, with some ranged combat with a bow and arrow. But then you get to the tactical stuff, the tactical gameplay of pausing and deploying
What the hell just happened?
moves from your crew members. There, yeah, that is the
Hello?
that is the
Huh, that was interesting.
pause menu of this game. And you got your own abilities here. Your companion abilities, from what I was told by the devs, are going to go here and here. So 2 companions next to you. And, that this just
Well, that doesn't seem too strategic, honestly. If you were gonna tell me that this is a third-person action game, I'd be like, okay, fine. But, so, there's some kind of tactical by the way, I know about the tactical, turn-based combat thing in Dragon Age. I have seen it. This doesn't seem it, though. This seems very much, well, we're kind of moving away from the tactical stuff because, everything else is really, really popping off except tactical stuff. Really? Everything else. Have you tried telling that to Larian and Baldur's Gate 3 that, action, combat, and turn-based stuff doesn't work? They would be probably very interested in your opinion, Save them because, Baldur's Gate 3 was so not sold in anything like that, right? Yeah, tactical turn-based stuff doesn't work.
feels like you're not really controlling the battlefield like a chessboard, which is how it felt like in Dragon Age Origin, where you could literally command every character's individual movement, and it really felt like you were strategizing and really kind of nitpicking every aspect of what was going on in combat from every character that was in the combat sequence. This feels much more like...
Okay, I'm tired of Young being a complete shill. That's it. I love how he can't say anything bad about it because, oh shit, need to be on the next Xbox list of piggies. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sensei. That was... Oh, we're not gonna miss the ending, are we, boys?
Below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on YongYea.
YongYea.
I'll see you guys next time.
YongYea out. Beautiful, beautiful. Bye.